that a new category? Yes, you take the opportunity. It's cool. Don't forget, not before Sunday night.
Just on the injuries, how much do you think those are attributable to the quick turnaround from last season and the shorter pre-season that you've had? Do you think or is it just unlucky? Or have you had
It's a mix.
discussion?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, of course. When you have a lot of injuries, you, as a manager, you have to ask first yourself what went wrong, stuff like this. Then you go through it, and it was really unlucky. And it started with the 2 injuries, which the players, or 3 injuries, which the players brought here, like Queef. I heard the Irish manager didn't like it, or whatever, or however you gave him the information. For us, it's like this: he got injured at Ireland, so, and whoever was responsible for it in this moment didn't pick it up, and he arrived here and was still injured, without having massive problems. When you have short break, the boys don't train like crazy, and this they have 3 weeks, 2 weeks off, 1 week a little bit. So first time goalie training out, so out until today. Similar, Diogo had 1 session with us, poof, happened again. Yeah. That's really unlucky. Calvin Ramsey arrived with problems pretty early. The stress reaction for Curtis Jones, which he's not a kid anymore, but still young, can happen. It's really strange. Nobody knows exactly where it's coming from, but it can happen. So unlucky. Then Oxlade with a reasonable muscle injury. Thiago. What was it? Ibu in a tackle, getting in, unlucky-ish. Similar situation was with Costas just in training, normal challenge, knee a little bit strange, bam, out. Bobby only a little, but enough for not being available. So it's like, woof. And all of a sudden, I forgot 100% somebody, and it's not Nabi ill, all these kind of things. So if they are not available, that's all the same pretty much. And that's really, really Joel now, yeah. That was strange as well. So how it happened, didn't feel anything in training, walked in, and then said, there's something, and then out for, I don't know, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. So it's just strange. Yeah, it's true, but it's not. We cannot pick it up. We cannot say that that's because of that or that's because of that. Apart from 3, which we cannot even pick that up. It's just happened before we arrived, and that increased the number already, because obviously we have a squad where everybody is needed. We are not like 25, 26 players, but on the other side, it opens up opportunities, and I'm really, really happy with. I'm not sure that 2 boys, Stefan and Bobby, Stefan Bajicic and Bobby Clark would be that close to the first team already with 17 years old if we would have all available, and now they make real steps, like with unbelievable every day in training. So that's good, but of course you would prefer to have an extra striker, an extra midfielder, available for. You cannot change 5 times, and you cannot change 5 times sometimes. No, that's it. Yeah, it's not cool, and you need a moment to realize, okay, that's really. And last week was really horrible because it was like 3 players in 1 week, and you think, okay, what's going on? But that's the situation we are in, and now, in my mind, if you have a problem and you have the chance to solve it together, then you do that together. So I can't wait for the next few games, and we have our people buy in, and how they did now with 10 men. It's pretty much a situation where I'm 10 men, and now, come on, let's still try it. And that's us as well. We never reached anything without fighting, and we reached the biggest things coming up from situations which were not the best possible, and that's what I like about it. So, and when we can create this, then it was the best possible start for us so far. Then we realized, okay, will not be easy. know it, and now let's go.
You're a very pragmatic manager, and you deal with anything that happens, like when you lost 4 centre halves. But I was wondering, with the midfield situation that you have with that long-term injury with Alex and Thiago for a little while, would now be a case of the club, realistically, if he doesn't sign a new contract, which he hasn't done and he's in his final year of his contract, that they would be entitled to sell him. But as a manager with that situation you've got, would you accept that? I know you're not a manager who ever throws it's always out around, but would you be able to accept that situation?
Selling Naby now,
Yeah.
and not replacing.
Well, it'd be very difficult to replace him, wouldn't it?
Of course not. So, but it's not the plan.
So that's kind of what I'm saying is, would you be?
No, we are not dumb. So that we think a player can go and we don't replace him and stuff like that. No, that's no chance. So Naby will not go, but if he would, what he will not do, there must be a replacement, of course. It's clear.
So, just on the midfield situation, you know that all the fans always ask about it, and the media, we keep writing about it, but so just to be absolutely clear, your situation is you've got what you need, and that will not change, and that's what you want.
Yes, when they're all fit 100%, but even then we always look to strengthen, but we have to. We always did. It must be the right player, and if the right player is not available in this moment, then we tend to say, okay, then we deal with what we have before we sign a player who is not 100% right. So that's this situation never changed. Now we have more injuries than we would have imagined. And now it would be cool to have new midfielder in, of course, but for now. And then when we don't know when the boys come back and stuff like this, situation change constantly, but you can just not do that. And then there's another fact. We are not in charge of, I'm here, Tony is not in charge of what we can spend. We are not. He wants probably even more than I, but it's that's a situation. We get things told, and then we deal with that. It was always the same, never different. And you can say that's why we are here in a good understanding, or that's why we are here in a bad understanding. That's why we are here, and that's it.
Similar question to Dave's, really.
You opened a box of Pandora with you cannot write that before Sunday night.
Just looking at the bench on Monday night, you had Stefan and Bobby on the bench, and you're only a couple of weeks into the season. You've just mentioned the list of injuries you've got there. So, is it a situation where perhaps you'd like to bring someone in, but as you say, the financial constraints are in place for the right player, and it's just something that perhaps have to accept?
I always have to accept, and always did. Yeah, that's it. It makes no sense to worry about something you cannot change. It's just waste of anything. Waste of energy, waste of positivity. I love this group, really, I do. And not because they're so good looking, no, because they're incredible, incredible characters. So, and they showed it again on Monday. So, and now let's go, and don't worry constantly about what could, what if, what, these kind of things. If the facts are the facts, accept them and go from there. Yes?
Thank you. Thank you.
We can open another one. You can write about it on Monday. Thank you very much. Bye.